Specialist Chuck Bradley. The Beach in their black road uniforms with yellow / numerals and yellow/gold last names on the back of the jersey. Beach in cursive on the front of the jersey. Cal Poly back in the home whites with green trim. Josh Martin and Gabe Levin in the center circle to battle for the game's opening possession. The ball is up, the game is on, and the opening tap controlled by the Cal Poly Mustangs. They'll move from right to left on your radio dial here in the opening half of basketball. Chris Sylvester with Alex Klepper on the Cal Poly Sports Network for the Beach and the Stangs inside the Mott Athletic Center tonight. 15 to shoot. Martin, a shot fake from the left wing, moves to the left elbow, finds Fields in the corner. He nearly lost the basketball, bounces for Meikle, and it was out of bounds, last touched by Cal Poly. So the Mustangs open up with a turnover, and Long Beach State will have the ball on offense for the first time tonight with 19:37 left to play in the opening half.
Yeah, a bobble by Josh Martin and then a bobble by Donovan Fields. First turnover for Cal Poly.
Deshaun Booker to the front court, finds Levin, he hands to Roberts, bounce pass to Yusuf on the left elbow, dribble handoff back to Booker, chest pass to Idan Majuni, the freshman. Now Roberts finds Levin underneath, missed the shot. Martin might have gotten a piece of it, and the rebound for Kuba Nijo, the junior from Poland, who takes a waist-high dribble to the front court. So Josh Martin doing what he'll need to do a lot more of tonight, and that's stop Gabe Levin. 15 to shoot for the Mustangs. 60 seconds in, looking for our first bucket. Martin, a shot fake from the left wing, finds Joseph, who drives along the end line, and he's fouled by the freshman Jordan Roberts on the way up. Victor Joseph, the senior from Rancho Cucamonga, will shoot a pair at the stripe.
Yeah, a nice pump fake there by Vic. And you can see the big size difference right now between the Cal Poly Mustangs and Long Beach State. Victor Joseph on the south side is 6 feet tall, and he's being guarded by Jordan Roberts, who is 6'8".
Joseph, an 87% foul shooter on the year, knocks down the first of two at the foul line. Had probably his worst game of the season last time out, went just 2 of 11 with 4 points in that loss at CSUN inside the Matadome this past Saturday. But he has been the straw that stirs the drink for this Cal Poly team. Double figures in 17 of the 19 contests for the Mustangs this season. He goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. The Mustangs lead 2-0, 70 seconds in. Booker dribbles up top, moves to the right elbow. Stops, finds Levin at the top of the key. Certainly a threat from the perimeter. Is toss inside for Yusuf. And Temadayo Yusuf, the fourth-year junior from Oakland, is fouled by Victor Joseph. On the way up, Temi will head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, that's going to be a big key spot for Cal Poly all game. Yusuf got in deep early, double teamed by Luke Meikle and Kubanijo, but still able to get that shot off, get the foul called.
Last time out, 19 points, 14 rebounds for Temadayo Yusuf in what was an 8-point victory over Cal State Fullerton this past Saturday. He shoots 69% at the foul line this year and drains the first of 2 at the stripe. All Big West second team selection a season ago, listed at 6'7", 265 pounds. And as I said earlier, a man's man in a conference like the Big West as he knocks down both of the stripe to pull us even at 80 seconds in. Inbound comes to Victor Joseph. He'll bring it into the front court for the Mustangs. Joseph watched by Jordan Roberts. Moves around a high screen set by Meikle. A chest pass to Martin. He raises from 3. Missed it off the right side of the iron, and a rebound for the freshman from Bakersfield, Jordan Roberts, who brings it to the front court. Bounces inside for Yusuf. Got away from Martin. Martin got a piece of the shot, and Yusuf traveled with the basketball.
Yeah, great help defense, or coming back on defense for Josh Martin. He got blown by Yusuf. Came back to get a hand on the ball. Forced the travel. Good effort.
2-2 early. 18-10 left to play in the opening half. Donovan Fields finds Martin on the right wing. Inside, Meikle got away from Roberts, and an easy lay-in off the window for the fifth-year senior from Tacoma, Washington. 4-2 Mustangs, 2 minutes in. Majuni to the foul line. Stops, takes the jumper, and knocks it down. Idan Majuni, the 6'2 true freshman from Finland, knocks down the 49ers' first field goal of the night, and it pulls us even at 4. Majuni has played very well since the start of conference play. As I mentioned, 8.5 points per game, and he comes away with a steal. Majuni to the front court, stops in the short corner on the left side, bounces for Booker, who bounces for Levin on the left block. Levin one-on-one with Martin, fades, fires, and can't connect, but he was fouled on the way up as Levin hits the deck. He'll shoot 2 at the foul line.
Yeah, going back to Cal Poly's possession there, that Josh Martin threw that ball away. Had one of the easiest passes he'll have a night. 2 possessions before that, finding Luke Meikle down low. And then making a bad decision, trying to pass across the wing, easily intercepted.
Levin knocks down the first of 2 at the foul line. 6'7", 230. The native of Oak Park, Illinois, missed all of Big West Conference play a season ago with a season-ending knee injury. Long Beach State wound up getting knocked out in the semifinal round of the Big West Conference tournament as he misses the second at the foul line. And a rebound for Josh Martin, but you figure if Gabe Levin was healthy last year, you're talking about a Long Beach State that could have very easily been in that conversation to get back to the NCAA tournament. But not having him in Big West play throughout the majority of 2017 really hurt this team a season ago. 5-4, the Beach on top early. Martin stops at the left block, throws up a wild shot with the right hand. He missed it, and a rebound for Deshaun Booker. The Beach loves to push the pace. Booker nearly turns it over, gets it back, and he'll reset the half-court offense with 20 to shoot. Booker moves to the elbow to the lane with the right hand, and he lays it in.
Kuba Nijo not reacting quick enough in the help defense. Should have been there.
Booker, the transfer from the College of Idaho, averages 10 per game at 14 against Fullerton. Joseph inside the foul line finds Nijo on the right wing. He bounces for Martin on the short corner in the right side of the floor. Martin stops at the right elbow, bounces outside Fields in traffic. 10 to shoot. Back to Martin on the right wing. He finds Joseph on the left wing. Joseph dribbles around a high screen, picks up his dribble, finds Nijo, a left wing 3, way too long off the right side of the iron, and Levin vacuums in the rebound for Long Beach State. Levin arcing pass up the floor to Jordan Roberts. Roberts down the left side of the lane, flips up a shot with the right hand and misses everything, and a rebound for Kuba Nijo. 7-4, Long Beach State on top of Cal Poly, almost 4 minutes in. Fields bouncing on the left wing. Chest pass up top. Luke Meikle. He spoon feeds Victor Joseph. Joseph finds Donovan Fields on the left wing with 15 to shoot. Doesn't use the high screen set by Martin. Falls to the deck, and Yusuf, all 265 pounds, rips it away. Fields tries to get it back. Owisi open, but a 7-4 lead for the Beach and Cal Poly basketball. Right in front of the Long Beach State bench out of the timeout. Chris Sylvester along with Alex Klepper, our producer-engineer. Ben Fletcher back in studio. So happy you could join us on a Thursday night on the Cal Poly Sports Network. Donovan Fields dribbling the basketball on the right wing, finds Joseph up top, watched by Jordan Roberts. He moves to the right elbow, back pedals beyond the arc, picks up his dribble, 10 to shoot, finds Fields. Fields finds a crease, and he's rejected at the rim by Gabe Levin, who pinned it against the glass. And what did the Beach do? They immediately turn it back over. Garrett got a hand on the basketball. Joseph winds up with it. Fields along the end line, bounces for Martin, and he jams it down with the right hand.
That is what Cal Poly wants to see. Long Beach State trying to do too much. Just take advantage of that block, but they went way too far. Cal Poly took advantage.
Couple of substitutions for Calero at the last dead ball timeout. Hollingsworth and Garrick entering the contest for the first time tonight. 7-6, 5 minutes in, the Beach on top. Majuni catch and shoot 3 off the front of the iron, and Martin skies in to grab the rebound. Now Josh Martin, he's played big on both sides of the basketball early on tonight, and that is exactly what Calero and company need against a front court like this for Long Beach State. Fields down the right side of the lane, bounces for Martin again, and a left-hand flush.
Donovan Fields making things happen off the dribble. Josh Martin finishing it off.
Back-to-back dunks for the fourth-year junior and the transfer from Minnesota. 8-7, Levin trying to respond, and Martin fouls him on the way up. That's 2 against Josh Martin, which is music to the ears of Long Beach State basketball fans. 14:29 left to play in the opening half. And now Joe Calero and company faced with a big question mark. Do you dare throw Martin out there again here in the final 14 minutes and 29 seconds of the opening half? Mark Crow will spell him after Levin's first free throw, which he knocks down to pull us even at 8.
Yeah, it's going to be tough because, Josh Martin has been possibly Cal Poly's best player in the first 5.5 minutes, but with the big guys down low like Levin and Yusuf for Long Beach State, you knew they were going to attack Josh Martin more knowing he had 2 fouls. So smart to take him out. We'll see if we see him again in a couple more minutes.
Mark Crow replaces Josh Martin, the redshirt freshman, 6'5", 205 from Dallas, Texas, as Levin knocks down both at the stripe, and the Beach on top 9-8. 14:20 left to play in the opening half. Crow holds the basketball on the right wing, finds Garrick, the junior from Columbia, South Carolina, up top. Garrick bounces to the left wing, boomerangs the basketball back into the hands of Crow. 10 to shoot. Garrick again finds Fields. Fields down the end line, tosses for Trevor John. He knocks down a 3.
Another great find by Donovan Fields and Trevor John using that quick release. It's nothing but net.
the fourth-year junior from Danville, California. Knocks down his first shot of the night from the perimeter. 11-9 Cal Poly. Majuni holds on the right elbow. Head high pass to Brian Alberts, playing his first Big West Conference contest of the year. Nearly turned it over. It winds up in the hands of Jordan Roberts. And Roberts is fouled on the way up. So the foul starting to pile up against Cal Poly early on in the opening half of basketball. And this will already be free throws 7 and 8 for the Beach.
Yeah, and that's one big dichotomy between these two teams that we've seen, especially in Big West play. Long Beach State shooting 27 free throws a game, Cal Poly only 15. First and last in the Big West, respectively.
Jordan Roberts, true freshman, 6'8", 195 from Bakersfield, misses the first of two at the foul line. Shoots 68% at the stripe this season. His second free throw bounces off the front of the iron. An offensive rebound for Yusuf, and he's blocked on the putback attempt. Boy, Hollingsworth got all ball. And the foul is against Mark Crow, who touched the left arm of Temedial Yusuf on the way up. And what do you know? 2 more free throws for Long Beach State.
Yeah, and that was an unfortunate bounce because Hank Hollingsworth is doing a good job of boxing out. I think Mark Crow missed Levin there, and Levin, ever the aggressive rebounder, found it.
Yusuf knocks down the first of two at the stripe. KJ Byers, the junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, will replace Jordan Roberts, the freshman. We'll talk more about Brian Alberts, but this is his first game since the end of December when he underwent minor knee surgeries. A graduate transfer from Gonzaga, was on that team that finished as runners-up in the NCAA tournament last year to North Carolina. And he is certainly a talented scorer. He can shoot the basketball very well from beyond the arc, and him back in the rotation is a big plus for Dan Munson and company. Tied at 11, 13-20 first half. Garrick has his baseline 2, partially blocked by Temedial Yusuf, and Gabe Levin brings the basketball to the front court. He bounces for Yusuf. He feeds Levin, who jams it down with 2 hands. How about the front court for Long Beach State?
Yeah, doing everything. That almost could have been an and one.
13-11. The Beach lead by 2, 7 minutes in. Fields to the front court. One-on-one with Majuni. Moves to the left elbow. Finds Crow up top. He lobs inside Hollingsworth. A shot fake. Takes a bounce. Barely turned the basketball over. Still holding. And that will be an easy 3-second call against the third-year sophomore from Chelan, Washington.
Yeah, Hank had Marcellus Garrick out in the wing. Marcellus probably had a good shot at a 3, but Hank did not pull the trigger. And then he got caught. And you know what happens when big men get caught in the lane. 3 seconds.
So another Cal Poly turnover, already 4 here in the opening half. 12:40 left to play before the intermission. 13-11 Long Beach State. Majuni to the front court. Moves to the right wing, lobs inside for Levin, and it's ripped out of the air by Mark Crow. Crow back the other way for the Mustangs. From the right wing, a 3. It's good. Mark Crow, the redshirt freshman from Dallas, knocks down a shot from distance, and the Mustangs lead 14-13. KJ Byers, the junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, finds Majuni at the foul line. Left wing Levin inside Yusuf, and another turnover, but Yusuf gets it back, finds Byers, who finishes, counted in a foul. Now this game being played at such a frenetic pace, and you figure that favors Long Beach State.
Yeah, really, that's Long Beach State. This is the way that they want to play. Cal Poly a little more into control. They want to, make sure those turnovers are kept low and finding good shots. I think Long Beach State has the average possession about 3 seconds shorter than Cal Poly, which in the average pace of play is a big difference.
Already 6 team fouls against the Mustangs as Byers completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he bounces in the free throw. Just a 55% shooter at the stripe this season, and the Beach by 2, 16-14, as Mason Riggins gives Temedial Yusuf a breather for the first time tonight. The junior from White, Texas. John on the right wing stops, finds Isaiah James, the true freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia. Nijo on the elbow, finds Crow up top inside the arc, back to Nijo, 10 to shoot. Nijo down the right side of the lane, flips up a shot with the right hand, and Gabe Levin was all over that. It misses everything. Back comes the Beach. 16-14, Long Beach State by 2 over Cal Poly inside the Mott Athletic Center. Next whistle will take us to a timeout on the floor. Next foul against Cal Poly puts the Beach in the bonus for the rest of the opening half. Alberts from the right elbow. Stops, finds Majuni on the left wing. A shot fake, he steps in and knocks down the jumper. Timeout, Joe Calero in from the stripe, and that will continue as the Mustangs are a foul away from putting Long Beach State in the bonus for the rest of the first half.
Yeah, that and the free throws have been, that and the turnovers, I mean.
Nijo raises from the left wing and knocks down the three. So the perimeter shooting, which essentially shot Cal Poly out of their last contest at CSUN, is keeping them in this one early. 18-17, the Beach lead down to 1. And a good sign seeing Kuba hit his first three in a couple weeks. Riggins on the right block, got good positioning underneath, draws the double, swings back outside. Alberts, a deep three, and he knocks it down. Brian Alberts, welcome to Big West Conference play. His first bucket as a member of the Beach in 2018. 21-17, a big response for Long Beach State as James tries to find Nijo, and it's deflected out of bounds by Deshaun Booker. 20 to shoot for the Mustangs of Cal Poly. Nijo triggers in right in front of Dan Munson, the 11th year head coach. James stops at the foul line, swings to the corner. Nijo drives inside, throws up a leaping leaner with the right hand, missed it, and his putback attempt way too strong, off the mark. A rebound for Long Beach State. 21-17, Beach by 4. Approaching the halfway point of the opening half of basketball. 11 in the short corner on the right side, finds Alberts. A right wing three off the front of the iron, off the backboard. An offensive rebound for Riggins and a fresh 30 for the Beach. Now the size has certainly showed here early on as Deshaun Booker trying to be Devin Booker and hitting a magnificent shot. Misses off the left side of the iron. And a rebound for Isaiah James, who brings it to the front court to the rim with the left hand. Off with the shot, but he was fouled on the way up, and the true freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia will head to the stripe and shoot a pair.
Yeah, nice drive there by the freshman. Trying to create some things when Yusuf is out of the game for Long Beach State. He's been a guy down low in the low post, both offensively and defensively, that has given Cal Poly problems early in this game.
James knocks down the first of two at the stripe. That was his first Division I free throw attempt.
100%.
And he has yet to miss in a Mustang uniform. And
it's been amazing.
He has really emerged in this rotation for Joe Calero. Gave him some valuable minutes in the loss at CSUN. And you certainly need a guard to spell Victor Joseph and Donovan Fields from time to time, and hopefully Isaiah James can step into that big role as a true freshman. He goes 2 for 2 at the stripe to pull Cal Poly back within 2. 11 in the right corner has it deflected out of bounds by who else but Josh Martin, who's playing with 2 fouls and playing with a bit of fire still in the game with 9:34 left to play in the opening half.
Yeah, right now Martin versus Levin is a huge matchup. Is Levin going to go after Martin knowing he has 2 fouls? 18
to shoot. Booker triggers in, finds Levin on the right elbow. Levin underneath. Riggins, a turnaround left-hand hook shot, rolls off the right side of the cylinder. Another offensive rebound for KJ Byers, and deflected out of bounds once again by Josh Martin. A fresh 30-second shot clock for Long Beach State.
And I'll tell you what, that time Josh Martin, a great position, had both hands on the ball. Levin just snuck in, put his hand in there. He is an excellent offensive rebounder.
The officials stop play momentarily. I believe a malfunction with the shot clock, and they'll take it down to 28. 9:25 left to play in the opening half. 21-19 in favor of the 49ers from Long Beach State. Booker triggers in. He finds Levin inside the foul line to the rim with the right hand, throws up a wild shot, and it falls into the long arms of Josh Martin, who will take a waist-high dribble to the front court for the Mustangs, who can tie with the 2, take a lead with a 3. James holds on the left wing, watched by Day Booker. 15 to shoot. Isaiah James up top, bounces for Martin inside the foul line. He picks up his dribble, swings to the corner, and it's deflected out of bounds by KJ Byers. With 11 to shoot, 9:02 left to play in the opening half as Victor Joseph checks back in. Kuba Nijo to the bench. Jordan Roberts back in for the Beach, replacing Brian Alberts.
Yeah, and Brian Alberts has a couple good minutes there. Obviously the first Big West minutes of the season. He can be a huge factor for them going all the way.
Inbound comes to Martin in the corner. He drives along the baseline, finds Meikle beyond the foul line. The jumper is off the backside of the iron, and Levin skies high for the board. Here comes the Beach. They love to push the base. Deshaun Booker finds Levin on the left wing. A dribble handoff to KJ Byers. 20 to shoot, bounces inside. Levin has it knocked away. John to the floor and was out of bounds, but a nice hustle play made by the former walk-on stay with the Beach. 17 to shoot, 8:43 left to play in this opening half as Temadiao Yusuf checks back in, replacing the junior from Texas, Mason Riggins, and Jordan Griffin. The sophomore from Corona will spell Gabe Levin for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Gabe Levin seeing the bench. Yusuf coming in. Josh Martin not going to be guarding Yusuf. Probably smart there.
Griffin, a prolific three-point shooter, has an extremely quick release. Yusuf drives the double team. Booker inside the foul line. Finds KJ Byers, who jams it down with two hands. Now Booker, more of a facilitating point guard, and that's exactly what Dan Munson needs on this team. James down the left side of the lane, stops the floater off the front of the iron, and a rebound for Temadiao Yusuf. 23-19, the Beach by 4, approaching the 8-minute mark of the opening half. In the corner, Jordan Griffin for three. Off the right side of the iron, offensive rebound again. Jordan Roberts, putback too strong. Oh my, in comes KJ Byers, and the putback jam for the junior from North Carolina. Whew.
This team is attacking the offensive glass, and that was the most impressive one yet.
Where did he come from? And just like that, largest lead for Long Beach State, 25-19 over Cal Poly. Next whistle will take a timeout. Martin, a good look at a three, but he missed it off the left side of the iron. And a rebound for the true freshman from Bakersfield, Jordan Roberts. Up to Jordan Griffin, back inside Roberts, and a late whistle of foul. Long Beach State is in the bonus for the rest of the opening half, and a couple more free throws for Jordan Roberts, the 6'8 freshman from Bakersfield, California. That'll take us to a timeout. With
Cal Poly doing a good job of shooting the three, shooting 50%. Unfortunately, they're shooting under 30% from two.
That perimeter shot will keep them in or put them out of this game. 25-19 to score. The Beach by 6, 7:35 first half, and Roberts gets a friendly Central California roll on his first free throw attempt from Bakersfield, about a 2-hour drive from San Luis Obispo, so you wonder if he may have some friends or family in attendance tonight as he goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. And just like that, the Beach lead by 8. Roberts was the CIF Division II Player of the Year last season at Ridgeview High School. 27-19 the score. The Beach by 8, their largest lead of the opening half. Isaiah James, the true freshman, dribbles right into Temadiao Yusuf, gives it up, finds Meikle up top. Now to the left wing, Joseph inside, finds a wide open Fields in the corner for three. It's off the left side of the iron, and a rebound for Jordan Roberts, who's been everywhere here in the opening half. Roberts holds on the left wing, finds Booker up top, will reset the half-court offense with 20 to shoot. Bounces the way of Yusuf on the right elbow. He can step out and shoot the mid-range jumper. Instead, he powers his way inside, missed the shot, got his own miss, and a foul on the floor against Cal Poly, as the official comes in and has to separate Yusuf and Donovan Fields.
Yeah, this is just not going to go Cal Poly's way if this continues like this, because they are getting dominated on the offensive rebounding side of the ball, and the 49ers are just living at the free throw line.
Now you could tell Cal Poly is way outmatched underneath, and it hurts not having Carlis Garoza, the true freshman forward, available to help you with some depth in the interior, but got to play with the men that are healthy, and thus far Long Beach State has absolutely positively exploited the Mustangs down in the paint. The Beach in the bonus, as we mentioned. Yusuf shooting the 1-and-1, misses the front end, and a rebound for Luke Meikle. So the Mustangs dodge a bullet. They remain down by 8 here on their home floor, 27-19. The Beach lead with 6:40 left to play in the opening half. Meikle passed up on a good look in the corner. Joseph, a left elbow jumper off the backside of the iron, and a rebound for Jordan Griffin. Jordan sprints to the front court. His pass deflected, a loose ball, and a foul. Who's it against? Victor Joseph, of course. 9 against the Mustangs. If anything, I think you call a double foul there with those two running into each other, because nobody had possession of the basketball.
Sure, yeah, both guys were running at the ball, kind of did a half dive, and Joseph just got there maybe 0.2 of a second later, which not his fault, but the ref saw him as being the aggressor in the fouling situation, and Cal Poly once again sending the 49ers to the free throw line.
Joe Calero wants an explanation, but Deshaun Booker, 82% foul shooter, will head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. One more foul against Cal Poly, and the Beach in the double bonus for the rest of the opening half. Booker bounces in the first and earns himself a second as he pushes Victor Joseph aside, who came in to try and rebound the basketball. Well, things are getting chippy early.
Yeah, definitely. And 2 fouls apiece for Josh Martin, Donovan Fields, and Victor Joseph is not what Cal Poly wants in this game.
Booker 2 for 2 at the foul line. He'll exit the game. And Idan Bajuni, the true freshman from Finland, will check back in. That'll be something to watch. Booker and Joseph will be on each other on both sides of the floor a lot tonight. And they've already gone back and forth. The Beach by 10. 29-19 over Cal Poly. 6:15 left to play in the opening half. Fields bouncing up top. Finds Meikle on the left wing. 10 to shoot. A dribble handoff to Joseph. Joseph to the foul line down the right side of the lane. Flips it up. Too strong off the window. And a rebound for Jordan Roberts again. Roberts to the front court for the Beach. Inside. Side steps around Fields. But he traveled with the basketball.
Yeah, Roberts trying to get that LeBron crab walk going on there. Refs weren't having that one. But still, Long Beach 8-0 run. Last 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Brian Alberts back in for Dan Munson, replacing Jordan Griffin. The 5 on the floor for Cal Poly, trailing by 10 at home with under 6 minutes left to play. Donovan Fields, Marcellus Garrick, Victor Joseph, Hank Hollingsworth, and Josh Martin. Fields accelerates down the left side of the lane, finds Martin down the right side of the lane to the rim with the right hand. He blew the point-blank layup.
Yeah,
almost and you needed easy. That.
Almost too easy for Josh. He expected some resistance, didn't see it, and blanked.
Majuni down the left side of the lane to the rim with the right hand. He laid it in. And a 4-point swing. The Beach up by 12, 31-19. Fields to the front court. Where's the offense going to come from? The Mustangs have been quiet. Fields down the left side of the lane. He flips up a circus shot and missed it. No good looks whatsoever for Cal Poly on the offensive end. Levin with the left hand missed the shot and was out of bounds as he tried to grab the basketball. Back it goes to Cal Poly. You need more production from what you often refer to as perhaps one of the better backcourts in the Big West. Donovan Fields, Victor Joseph, they've been library quiet here in the opening half.
Yeah, and both guys I think are forcing a little bit, knowing that Cal Poly has started to face a downturn in their production. They needing some points, and they're trying to do it all themselves, and it's not working out. Fields
to the front court. Long Beach State by 12, 4:45 opening half. Fields picked up by Idan Majuni. Back to Meikle. A good look at a left wing three. It is good, and the Mustangs needed that.
Yes, that was very sorely needed. Great stroke by Luke Meikle, wide open. Drained it.
A great sign seeing the fifth-year senior connect from distance. If he can step out and hit that shot consistently, that really opens things up for the others on the floor. Alberts, a fadeaway jumper from the right elbow. He missed it. And a rebound for Marcellus Garrick, who brings it back the other way. 31-22. A single-digit deficit again for the Mustangs, who trail here at home to Long Beach State. Preseason pick to finish fourth in the conference. A lob inside. Meikle nearly put it in from beyond the arc. He tried to lob for Hollingsworth, and the loose ball falls to Gabe Levin. Don't want to get fancy, down 9. Majuni throws up a runner in the lane, missed the shot, offensive rebound. The putback for Mason Riggins.
I see both teams are kind of forcing at the rim. The difference, Long Beach is able to get the offensive rebound many times off of that or get the foul. Cal Poly is not.
33-22, 3:40 opening half. Next whistle will take a timeout. Joseph holds up top with 15 to shoot. He moves to the left wing, inside the arc, down the right side of the lane to the rim with the right hand. He's fouled by Levin. And Victor Joseph will shoot 2 at 12 from the bench for Dan Munson and company here in the opening half of basketball.
Yeah, Long Beach State, they're really playing their game very well. Attacking, getting fouled, getting some free throws, getting offensive rebounds, and like you said, their bench is picking it up. Cal Poly needs the bench to do the same.
Victor Joseph at the foul line shooting 2, and he knocks down the first attempt at the stripe. Now 3 for 3 at the foul line this evening. His uncle is one of the best 49ers to ever do it in the sport of men's basketball, Glenn McDonald, who for a number of years was a superstar down at Long Beach State and wound up doing some great things with his basketball career beyond the collegiate level. As Joseph misses the second, Cal Poly nearly turns it over. They get a second chance. Joseph to the right elbow, finds Garrick in the corner. Now they'll slow things down. Meikle on the left wing, hands to Donovan Fields, 15 to shoot. Fields down the right side of the lane, scoops it up and in with the right hand.
Just a little finger roll, making it past the defender.
So the Mustangs get their first second chance points. Yusuf on the right block, powers it up, missed it, gets his own miss, put back no, Levin's attempt no, ball's up for grabs, Levin gets it, and he's fouled on the way up. My goodness, how many second, third, fourth chances is Long Beach State going to get here in the opening half down in the interior?
Yeah, Levin especially, he is just flying above the rim. A couple of put-back dunk attempts for Gabe Levin, and he's only shooting 1 for 5. He has 3 free throws made, though, 6 rebounds, and he is living at the stripe, as is Yusuf.
So Gabe Levin back to the foul line to shoot 2. Long Beach State, this will be attempts 17 and 18 as a team here in the opening half. And Levin knocks down the first of 2 at the stripe. Now 6 points for the fifth-year senior from Oak Park, Illinois. Second free throw spins out, and a foul against Temadiao Yusuf.
Well, that'll help. A couple more of those go Cal Poly's way, and maybe they can get this thing to a couple of points by halftime.
First against Temi, it sends him to the bench. Mason Riggins will check back in. 5 team fouls against the 49ers, so the Mustangs a couple Long Beach State citations away from getting into the bonus. 34-25 the lead for the Beach here in San Luis Obispo. They've led by as many as 12 here in the opening half. Fields bounces to the front court, tightly defended by Deshaun Booker. Moves around a high pick set by Joseph. More contact between the two. That'll be fun to watch for the rest of tonight's contest. 10 to shoot. Fields down the left side of the lane to the rim with a right hand. He lays it in right over Gabe Levin.
Donovan Fields starting to attack and starting to exert his scoring prowess after getting 5 assists to start the game.
Razzle dazzle Donovan Fields. Welcome to the Mott Athletic Center. 34-27. Byers in the short corner on the right side. Finds Levin. He fades, fires, misses the jumper, and a rebound for Victor Joseph. Joseph across the half-court stripe finds Meikle up top. He hands right back to Vic. Vic accelerates to the left elbow, taken away by Long Beach State. Levin brings it to the front court, finds Day Booker, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, and if Booker missed that, Levin perfectly placed right on the other end of the rim.
Dan Munson takes the use it or lose it timeout. It'll run out at the end of next season. And getting pretty deep into his tenure, obviously the Big West as unpredictable as any conference in college basketball, with 7 different conference tournament representatives over the past 7 seasons. So we'll see with Danny Munson at Long Beach State, but he's got himself another conference contender this season. 36-27. The Beach by 9, 140 first half. Joseph moves to the right elbow, stops inside the perimeter, finds Fields down the right side of the lane. A fadeaway shot from the right elbow, hits off the front side of the iron. Meikle chases down the second chance for Cal Poly in the corner. 90 seconds left to play in this opening half, and some half-court traps shown by the Beach defensively. Jordan Roberts daring Victor Joseph to toss the way of Donovan Fields. He does toss the way of Fields, 15 to shoot. Fields bouncing on the right wing, draws the double. Inside Meikle, nearly knocked away by Levin. A bounce to the corner. Garrick under 10 to shoot. A right wing 3, knocks it down.
Oh my, Marcellus Garrick. How did he get that one in? Like you said, could have been a 4-point play. Rack in the wrist. Extension.
Well, here we are, a 6-point game, 36-30. Cal Poly staying in it. 50 seconds left in the opening half. Booker at the foul line, fades, fires, and hits. Now, Deshaun Booker, you give him space, he'll fill it up. And the junior from Sin City knocks down the mid-range jumper. The Beach by 8 again, 38-30. With about a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fields to the front court, moves around a high screen set by Meikle, finds Meikle. Back to the right wing, Garrick. Garrick accelerates inside the foul line, still dribbling. A shot fake from the baseline, 10 to shoot, and threw it right into the hands of Deshaun Booker. Shot clock off, Fields nearly picked his pocket, and Garrick sends it into the first row. A vicious block, courtesy of Marcellus Garrick, who turned over the basketball, but by no means fell asleep. Got back to the other end quicker than anybody else. You won't see that basketball again.
Yeah, some fan just took it home, ran out, said, honey, get the car going. We got ourselves a Cal Poly basketball.
Doesn't work like that in basketball.
It's happened.
You must return the ball to the floor. Maybe in the NBA they'll let you get away with it, right?
Oh, no, they get right on you. Happened to me once when I was 6.
Really?
It was a small basketball, and I tried to take it, and they're like, nope, Give that back, young man.
They pull the plug on the shot clock. 15 seconds left in this opening half. The Beach can hold for the final shot of the opening 20 minutes. Up by 8, 38-30 over Cal Poly. Griffin on the right elbow. Back to Booker up top, tightly defended by Isaiah James. He comes around a high screen, set by Yusuf. A three on the way. It's good. Deshaun Booker as time expires. Start of the second half. Beach basketball to open up the second half of play on alternating possessions. Chris Sylvester with Alex Klepper, our producer engineer. Ben Fletcher back in studio. So happy you could make your Thursday evening a part of the Cal Poly Sports Network as Levin drives down the right side of the lane, flips up a wild shot with the right hand, and the foul on the floor against Cal Poly. And once again, fouls will be a big thing to look out for here in half number 2. Long Beach State gotten the bonus relatively early through the first 20 minutes of basketball. You want to keep the Beach off the free throw line. 18 shots to the stripe for Long Beach State in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, and once again, Josh Martin getting that foul. Levin going to go at him right again.
Levin inside the foul line, fades, fires, missed the shot. Another second chance for Long Beach State. And Temadayo Yusuf cashes in on the putback. More paint points for the Beach. And the fourth-year junior from Oakland with an offensive board and the follow-up. 13-point lead. Martin on the right block. Spins around to Yusuf. Throws up the shot with the left hand. He missed it off the left side of the iron. And here comes Long Beach State back the other way. Edon Majuni has it knocked away by Joseph. Gets it back. A left elbow jumper off the right side of the iron. And a rebound for Luke Meikle. After that last offensive rebound and put back for Yusuf. Now 12 on the O glass for Long Beach State as Nijo misses a left wing three. And contact but no whistle. A rebound for Long Beach State. 1 minute into the start of the second half, a 13-point lead. Levin tries a right wing jumper off the backside of the iron. And Josh Martin, who only played 9 minutes in that opening half with those two fouls, has another rebound for Cal Poly. Fields pulls up, jumper good from the left elbow.
Yeah, Donovan Fields, if he is Donovan Fields in the last 10 minutes of that first half, Cal Poly has a chance.
Only 4 points for the junior from Newburgh, New York through the first 20 minutes. He'll need to show much more production for Joe Calero and company here in half number 2. Booker behind the back pass, Levin wide open for three, and he knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign for Cal Poly. The best interior guy can also hit threes. Maybe a bad second half.
Gabe Levin, if he can step out and hit that shot consistently, that really opens things up for these Long Beach State guards. Joseph along the end line, left to right, the reverse layup good off the glass. Now there's those two key guys, Victor Joseph, Donovan Fields, the backcourt that makes or breaks this Cal Poly team. And the Mustangs nearly come away with a turnover. Down to the floor goes Deshaun Booker. Nijo got his hands on it. Possession arrow points the way of Cal Poly.
Yeah, good hustle there by Kuba. Booker complaining, saying he got a timeout, but the ref did not call it.
Josh Martin heads to the bench. Trevor John, who knocked down a shot from the perimeter, checks in, as does Mark Crow, replacing Kuba Nijo. Now we've seen Cal Poly in this building in Big West Conference play this season erase double-digit deficits in the second half. Came back to beat Santa Barbara in the conference opener and forced overtime against Cal State Fullerton. They're going to have to do it again tonight. Fields blows by Temadayo Yusuf. Down the left side of the lane to the rim with the left hand. He lays it in. And Donovan Fields with 4 points here in half number 2 to pull Cal Poly back within 10. 46-36. He tightly defends Deshaun Booker. A bounce to the left baseline. Temadayo Yusuf powers in on Meikle. Reverse layup, no. Gets his own miss. And another putback for Temadayo Yusuf.
Yeah, and much of as we've talked about the bigs for Cal Poly, it's really going to be the smalls. Donovan Fields, Victor Joseph leading the comeback for Cal Poly for the half.
Fields down the right side of the lane. Over Yusuf. Missed the shot. And a rebound for Jordan Roberts, the true freshman from Bakersfield. In the corner, Majuni, a shot fake. Now he takes the three. Knocks it down. Counted in a foul. The true freshman from Finland with a chance at 4. And Long Beach State with its largest lead of the evening. 15 points over Cal Poly. 51-36. Not even 3 minutes into the start of the second half.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker for Cal Poly. Majuni getting that three to fall and one. Don't see what was different from that call from the Kuba Nijo three a couple minutes ago. Kuba got whacked right in the arm and got knocked over. No call on that one, but Cal Poly just not getting the benefit of the call so far tonight.
Now, the whistles have not favored the Mustangs in this one. And Majuni, 95% at the stripe this year, completes the 4-point play. 52-36 Long Beach State. Surprisingly, they've come out with much more energy than Cal Poly to start the second half. Trevor John on the right wing, head-high pass to Fields, chest pass to Joseph on the left wing, 15 to shoot. He bounces back for Fields, beyond the foul line to the corner. Mikala good, look at a three, off the right side of the iron, and a rebound from Mason Riggins, who almost gets tied up with Trevor John, but rips it away. The Mustangs as a team now 5 of 11 from the perimeter, and Deshaun Booker turns it over. He's for a carryover. Long Beach State has turned it over for the 8th time tonight.
Yeah, and if Luke Meikle, going back one possession to Cal Poly's position, if Luke Meikle is going to be camped on the perimeter, he needs to make those shots consistently, because right now he is the only big guy for Cal Poly. Mark Crow was the Cal Poly defender down low trying to get that offensive rebound, and he's about 6'5", and going up against the big trees of Long Beach State. The shooting for Cal Poly needs to be excellent in the second half to come up with this 16-point deficit.
Deshaun Booker to the bench. In comes the junior, KJ Byers, 6'7", 195 pounds. Junior college transfer from Panola City College in North Carolina. Fields finds Meikle up top, right back to Fields, 20 to shoot. Fields saw a crease, floats it up, floats it in, off the window.
Yeah, and Donovan had a three-pointer, but he took it inside, used jitterbug moves, found the net once again.
That's why we call him Razzle Dazzle Donovan Fields, and once again back into double figures. The junior from Newburgh, New York, has a team-high 10, 52-38. The deficit is 14. Levin from the left wing raises from three and knocks down another triple. Shoots 32% from downtown does Gabe Levin. And he is 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Here in the second half, next whistle will take our first time out in half number 2, 55-38. You want some silver lining? Last year in this arena, Long Beach State erased a 17-point deficit and beat Cal Poly. It's going to have to be the other way around this season if the Mustangs want a chance in this one. John misses a three. Levin in the corner, tosses inside. KJ Byers has it knocked away. Loose ball picked up by who else but Levin, who's fouled on the putback. He'll shoot 2 at the stripe when we return. Cal Poly, and again the second chance points really hurting the Mustangs in the opening minutes of the second half.
Yeah, and the worrying thing for Cal Poly is there are 2 areas we knew that Long Beach was going to have the advantage: scoring down low and rebounding. And 2 advantages that Cal Poly might have is three-point shooting, turnovers. Those teams are tied both in three-point makes and turnovers right now, so Cal Poly is not being as good as they should be with their strengths, and which is not turning the ball over and hitting from deep.
Gabe Levin was fouled prior to the under-16 media timeout. Knocks down the first of 2 at the stripe. Knocks down the second. 19-point lead for Long Beach State, 57-38. Plenty of time left to play, but the Mustangs have to turn things around in a hurry. Fields crosses the midcourt stripe, one-on-one with Deshaun Booker. Moves around a high screen set by Crow. Lobs for Hollingsworth. He missed the dunk. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touch by Cal Poly, and that will sum up how the night has gone thus far for the Mustangs.
Yeah, really. Hank just short arm that one.
And the Beach, top tempo team in the Big West, they get up the floor in a hurry. Cross-court pass from Yusuf to Alberts on the left wing. Inside Levin, bumping and grinding with Mark Crow. Fades, fires, missed the jumper off the left side of the iron, and a rebound for the redshirt freshman from Dallas, Texas. Fields back the other way, stops at the right elbow. Crow wide open for 3, missed it way short off the front of the iron. And a rebound for Deshaun Booker. Inside, right block, Yusuf, right-hand shot, missed it. Hollingsworth might have gotten a piece of it, and he hauls in the rebound for Cal Poly. Well, there's your stop. Now you need a score. That's how you claw back when facing big deficits. Fields underneath, threw it away. KJ Byers the steal. A 2-on-3. Levin to the rim with the left hand, lays it up, lays it in. Counted in a foul and give him one on the house.
Yeah, and the problem right now for Cal Poly's offense is Donovan Fields is really having to do it all for Cal Poly. He's having to create his own shot. He's having to create shots for everyone else. With Victor Joseph out of the game, he is really the only guy who's able to create off the dribble, and the rest of Cal Poly is kind of watching. And there's some screens being set, but it's not effective enough against the height and length of Long Beach State.
Well, it was an 11-point lead at the half for Long Beach State. It has grown to 21. Levin at the foul line, make it 22. Boy, Gabe Levin, and the job he's done at the foul line tonight, now 7 for 9 from this stripe. And a 22-point lead for Long Beach State inside the Mott Athletic Center. You knew this was possible, but after Cal Poly was able to stay in this game through one half, you didn't think we'd get here, but here we are. James on the left elbow, bounces outside Fields, inside the arc, finds Martin on the right wing. A dribble handoff to Marcellus Garrick, 15 to shoot. Where's the offense going to come from? Garrick down the right side of the lane, fouled on the floor by Jordan Roberts. And that's the first team foul against the Beach at the 13:56 mark through the second half.
Yeah, and you'd like to see more of that from Marcellus. We saw way back to the Cal game what he could do off the dribble, both shooting the ball, creating for everyone else, driving in the hoop there, making something happen.
Garrick slaps the basketball. He'll trigger in from the end line. Finds James in the right corner. James inside the arc now. Dribbles up top with 15 to shoot. He'll reset the half-court offense for Cal Poly. James to the right elbow. Fades, fires, misses the jumper off the right side of the orange iron, and a rebound for Temadayo Yusuf. Now for a second consecutive game, the Mustangs are facing an enormous second-half deficit, and again, they just look dejected. Can't hit shots, can't get stops. As Fields deflects the basketball out of bounds, it'll stay with Cal Poly. 16 to shoot. Victor Joseph will replace Donovan Fields. And we know this team is better than what they have shown here over what may grow to be a 5-game losing streak. And as I mentioned before the start of the game, if you're going to go through a rough patch in conference play, you'd rather have it be through the first few weeks than as we get closer to the Big West tournament. But you'd certainly like to see some signs of turning things around. We have not seen that tonight. Alberts to the left elbow, stops with 10 to shoot, finds Yusuf beyond the foul line. He drives down the left side of the lane, missed the shot with the right hand. Too strong off the glass, and a rebound for Josh Martin. Raymond Richard, the walk-on, the junior for Long Beach State, a transfer from Long Beach City College, has entered the game for the first time tonight for Dan Munson. Joseph up top, stops at the foul line, finds James in the left corner, 10 to shoot, bounces for Martin on the left block, ripped away and taken away by Long Beach State. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Roberts. Richard comes to the front court, finds Alberts, a left wing three off the backside of the iron. And a rebound for Marcellus Garrick. 60-38, the Beach by 22 inside the Mott Athletic Center over Cal Poly. 12:40 second half. Martin, mid-range jumper, floats it up and in with the right hand.
Yeah, good little touch there by Josh Martin. He'd been a little too aggressive trying to put that ball up a couple times in the second half. That had a much better touch.
Martin flips it up and in. 6 points for the fourth-year junior from Bothell, Washington. The lead is 20 for Long Beach State, 60-40. 12:15 left to play in this second half. Richard finds Alberts on the left elbow inside. Yusuf, a blocking foul as Martin's feet were in the restricted area, and that's number 4 against Josh Martin.
Yeah, it seems like every time Josh Martin gets a bucket, he gets a foul on the other end, which sometimes sums up the Josh Martin experience. He's very skilled, but he has been prone to fouling, especially when he's faced off with big bruisers down low like we're seeing tonight.
Now he's a foul away from being disqualified with 12:11 left in regulation. Yusuf shooting 2 at the stripe, knocks down the first. Now 5 of 6 at the foul line this evening. Edon Majuni replaces Brian Alberts. Mason Riggins at the scores table. He'll check in if Yusuf knocks down this next free throw. 12:11 second half. Long Beach State by 21. Yusuf trying to make it 22 again, and sure enough he does. Temmie to the bench. In comes Mason Riggins, the 6'8 junior from White Wright, Texas. You have to admire the depth that Dan Munson has on this 2017-2018 team. I don't think he's had this much depth at Long Beach State since they went to the tournament back in 2012.
Yeah, they look really good all around the board. 10 deep, and they're going to be tough Big West tournament time.
James finds Martin on the left elbow. He stops at the foul line, swings to the corner. Garrick, 15 to shoot. Marcellus Garrick trying to create, moves inside the foul line and draws another foul on the floor against Long Beach State. That'll take us to a timeout. 11:50 left to play. Long Beach State 62, Cal Poly 40. This is Mustangs basketball. Ben Fletcher. And the Mustangs need some more Mott magic. Down 22 with 11:50 left to play. Trying to avoid a 1-5 start to Big West Conference play on the road ahead. Not much easier against defending conference tournament champion UC Davis on Saturday as Isaiah James lobs for Josh Martin, who came down awkwardly on his left. elbow, it looked like, and Martin slow to get up, grimacing a bit as he was fouled on what should be a shot attempt. And some applause from the crowd inside Mott tonight as Martin seems to be okay. And he will head to the stripe to shoot two, playing with those 4 fouls with plenty of basketball left to be played.
Yeah, and obviously a scary collision there for Josh, landing on his left hip and elbow. But I guess if you have something that big of a collision, that high up in the air.
Saying foul on the floor.
Wow. Not sure what they think Josh Martin was going to do there.
Martin going to just come down with the basketball.
Play make above the clouds.
There's collegiate officiating for you, and another foul against Long Beach State as the inbound comes to Josh Martin in the short corner on the left side. And there's the 4th against the 49ers as Deshaun Booker commits the personal, his 2nd.
Going back to that play for Josh Martin, at least he didn't land on something a little more fragile because Josh has had his injury issues.
He has. Joseph triggers in, finds James high on the left wing. 15 to shoot. Cal, 11 and a half minutes left in regulation, trailing by 22 to Long Beach State. Garrick stops, tries to go Martin's way. Now he does up top, under 10 to shoot. Martin down the left side of the lane, nearly lost the basketball, and he did. Stepped on the end line.
Yeah, and you can see, the Cal Poly players are trying to make things happen, but it seems like once someone gets a lane or a perceived lane, they're just taking it and they're not finding their teammates, whereas Long Beach State is doing a good job of playmaking.
Whistling a foul against Isaiah James on the other end as Deshaun Booker brings the basketball across the half-court stripe, and 6 against the Mustangs. One more to the Beach, back in the bonus. Marcellus Garrick to the bench. In comes Kubanijo, who started his first start of the season tonight. He has been relatively quiet. Kuba 1 for 6 from the field. The one make was from beyond the arc. Majuni from the right wing, a 3. Off the left side of the iron. Levin tries to keep it alive as he hits the deck along with Josh Martin. Isaiah James rips away the loose ball. Joseph, a shot fake from the left wing, drives inside, reverse layup, no good. Riggins got a piece of it. Then a rebound for Deshaun Booker. Arching pass to the front court. Edon Majuni down the right side of the lane, finds Booker on the right block. Up top, Levin to KJ Byers from the left wing. Missed the 3 off the right side of the iron, and a whistle away from the basketball. It might have been inadvertent.
I think that whistle was stored up from one of those fouls they should have called.
You can't give Dan Munson a timeout if the timeout was granted to Dan Munson while Cal Poly had possession of the basketball. The Mustangs inbound down 22, 10:40 left, 62-40. The 49ers lead inside the Mott Athletic Center. Nijo, a shot fake from the right wing, steps into the elbow and knocks down the 15-footer.
Smooth jumper there from Kuba. Nice pump fake, finishing it off. Need more of that.
Now the issues for the Mustangs tonight, it goes beyond the whistles and the men in white and black, but they have certainly not helped Cal Poly in this one as the Mustangs come away with the steal. Kubanijo's first of the night. And back comes Cal Poly down 20. 10 minutes left to play. Plenty of time, but where's the spark going to come from on both ends of the floor? You certainly hope it's from the star-studded backcourt. James along the end line has it knocked away. Last touched by Long Beach State. It will remain Cal Poly basketball. 11 to shoot, 9:57 left to play. Majuni and Riggins to the bench. In comes Temadiao Youssef and Brian Alberts for Long Beach State. Nijo triggers in with 11 to shoot. Finds Joseph wide open for 3. Knocks it down. Victor Joseph knocks down the triple. The lead is 17 for Long Beach State.
First attempted 3 for Victor Joseph this game. Good to see him get one off finally.
62-45. Deshaun Booker to the front court. Bounces to Levin beyond the foul line. A jump stop in the lane to the rim with the right hand. He laid it in.
And he is just a train here in the second half.
He is long, athletic, and very skilled. 64-54. Dribble handoff to Joseph from Martin down the right side of the lane with contact. No whistle. And a rebound for Temadiao Youssef. Arcing pass up the front court to Deshaun Booker. To the left baseline. KJ Byers back to Booker. Temadiao Youssef. How about a jumper? Too strong off the heel of the rim. And a foul, an over the back foul against KJ Byers of Long Beach State. Now 5 against the 49ers. And the Mustangs a couple away from bonus basketball with 9:13 left to play.
Yeah, that'd be big for Cal Poly to get that bonus. You know they're a great free throw shooting team, especially Victor Joseph and Donovan Fields. Donovan threatening Mike Wozniak's single season free throw percentage record.
Fourth in the country is Donovan Fields. The problem, he hasn't gotten to the foul line tonight. James around the screen, gets to the bucket, bounces to the corner. Joseph at the restricted area, out for Nijo. A shot fake from the right wing, stops at the foul line, bounces to the corner. Joseph retrieves. Plenty of time on the shot clock, and a foul against Gabe Levin. Well, nearly a turnover. Joseph was able to recover and bumped by Levin beyond their perimeter on the floor. And now both teams a foul away from the bonus with 8:55 left.
Yeah, Victor Joseph doing a good job of drawing those fouls. That old D. Wade commercial, fall down 7 times, get up 8. So far he's doing that because he is getting knocked around. No fouls have been called on the times he's been knocked over, but he is falling and getting up a lot.
Nijo triggers in. He finds Alex Abrams, the fourth-year junior from Newbury Park. Nijo left wing three on the way off the backside of the iron, and a rebound for Deshaun Booker. Boy, that would have been helpful.
Definitely, and it looked good from here, just a little bit long.
And Booker will get the Beach set in their half-court offense up by 19. 8.5 minutes left to play. You know Cal Poly capable of going on a big run, but it has to be now. Yusuf, left to right, reverse layup. Good. 66-45. Beach lead back to 21. Nijo up top finds James on the left wing. Now to Joseph with 20 to shoot. On the right baseline, Meikle working on Byers up with the right hand, and it bounces in for Luke Meikle.
Nice little drive there from Luke Meikle, known more for his long-range gunning, but if he can add that, obviously Cal Poly will accept.
Meikle, the fifth-year senior from Tacoma, Washington. He, just as Brian Alberts and Dan Munson did, began their careers at Gonzaga. Temadayo Yusuf back to work on the interior. He flips it up and in.
And somehow Isaiah James keeps getting matched up with Yusuf, which about 100 pounds between the two.
68-47. James down the right side of the lane. Now backpedals beyond the arc on the right wing. 7:40 left. Next whistle, a timeout on the floor. Joseph holds high up top with 10 to shoot. Comes around a high screen set by Abrams. He dives back down into the paint. Joseph tried to find him. It was deflected in the air. Brian Alberts catches the loose ball. And Cal Poly continues to turn it over 13 times tonight. Booker to the front court. Beach by 21, approaching the 7-minute mark of the second half. A right elbow jumper on the way. Hits off the left side of the orange iron and ricochets into the hands of Victor Joseph, who brings it back the other way for Cal Poly. Mid-range jumper beyond the arc. Missed it short. Rebound, Deshaun Booker. Booker to the front court. Tosses over to Jordan Roberts. 7 minutes left to play. This is getting close to the point of the contest where you trail by 21 and you start to think about Saturday at UC Davis. Cal Poly, they played well here at home, just not tonight. Alberts watches a right elbow jumper spin around and out, and Cubanijo grabs the board. 6:35 left. Cal Poly trailed by 11 at the half, and things have not gotten better since. James draws a bump from Yusuf. There's foul number 7 against Long Beach State, so Isaiah James will shoot the 1-and-1 at the stripe when we return. Comebacks in college basketball, a 21-point deficit erased in 6.5 minutes. I know it's happened before, but the chances are very slim for Cal Poly. And you certainly hope to build some sort of momentum over these final 6.5 minutes, because it does not get easier Saturday on the road at UC Davis as James earns himself a second free throw, knocking down the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, UC Davis will have a similar style to Long Beach State. They are a bigger team. They can also shoot well, so Cal Poly will have its hands full this weekend.
James 2 for 2 at the foul line, 4 of 4 from the stripe tonight. 68-49, 6:25 left. Cal Poly showing the half-court trap defensively. Levin holds up top, dribbles to the left wing, finds Alberts in the corner, 15 to shoot. Roberts turns around, missed the jumper way off the mark. Who's there to grab the board? The putback counted and a foul. It's Temadayo Yusuf again.
You know, I'll tell you what. I know they both wear number 4, but Temadayo Yusuf and Isaiah James.
Was that James again
yes.
defending Temadayo?
Yeah.
How does that keep happening?
I'm not quite sure. Isaiah James listed at 6'1", 180. Yusuf 6'7", 265.
And a double-double for Yusuf. 16 points, 10 rebounds. Completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 71-49. 6:10 left to play. You can't stop Temi. You can't stop the Beach. Nejo, a shot fake from the left wing, finds Fields, who's hacked on the floor by Deshaun Booker. And Fields, the fourth best foul shooter in the country, best in the Big West. He'll shoot the 1-and-1.
Yeah, besides a barrage of threes, this is where Cal Poly wants to live right now. At the free throw line.
6 of 16 as a team, Cal Poly from the perimeter tonight. A team that lives and dies by the three-point shot. That's not going to cut it.
Yeah, against a team that was given 47% to opponents in 6 Big West games so far.
Fields earns himself a second free throw. No surprise, 94% this season for the junior from Newburgh, New York, in double figures again with 11 points. But he has been one of the only bright spots for Cal Poly on the offensive side of things this evening as he goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. 71-51. Beach by 26 minutes left. Some light full court pressure shown by Cal Poly. Long Beach State brings the basketball to the front court. Deshaun Booker, watched by Kubanijo, defended tightly. He scoops the pass over to Yusuf. Cross court to Roberts on the left elbow. Yusuf from the right elbow. Steps out. Missed it off the backside of the iron, and a rebound for Luke Meikle. 5:40 left. 20-point lead for Long Beach State. Fields from the right wing. Accelerates inside the arc. Bounces out for Meikle. A three on the way. It's good. Luke Meikle connects from distance for a second time tonight. 71-54. 5.5 left to play.
Yep, now 7 assists for Donovan Fields. He really is doing it all in this Cal Poly offense.
Maybe Meikle's going to be that guy that steps up here in the final 5 minutes and change. Alberts trying to respond. An NBA range three. No. How about an offensive rebound and a putback for Jordan Roberts? Everybody doing it for Long Beach State. Cal Poly obviously undersized, but they're not boxing out well whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. And Jordan Roberts listed as a guard, but he is 6'8". That is 8th rebound of the
Fields
night.
gets away. Rejected by Levin at the rim, but a whistle and a foul, and Donovan Fields will head to the foul line and shoot a couple more. Well, we've seen things get a bit chippy tonight, mostly in the first half when this game was within sniffing distance for Cal Poly. Might be because Deshaun Booker was extended a scholarship offer by Cal Poly last spring and chose Long Beach State over Cal Poly because he was promised the starting point guard position. Would Booker be starting at the 1 for Joe Calero and company with the job that Donovan Fields has done this season? I don't think so, but both teams extended a scholarship offer, as did CSUN. Well, one of many Division I offers for Booker coming out of the College of Southern Idaho. And I guess Booker had somewhat of a relationship with this Cal Poly coaching staff, perhaps playing with a little bit more of a chip on his shoulder than he usually would against conference opponents, and it has worked in his favor tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good all-around game. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Booker.
Fields 2 of 2 at the foul line. Nothing surprising there. 73-56, 4:45 left. Yusuf, great ball movement by the Beach. Griffin, mid-range jumper, book it.
And see, that's one big difference that we're seeing between Cal Poly and Long Beach State. Long Beach State just moving the ball around much quicker, much more efficiently.
And the chemistry and the tempo looks a lot better for the Beach tonight. James dribbling underneath. Finds Martin beyond the foul line. Bounces for Hollingsworth and a two-hand flush.
Well, there we go. Josh Martin doing a good job of finding a Hank down low.
A case of too little, too late, most likely. Approaching the 4-minute mark. 75-58. Roberts in the short corner on the right side. No need for Long Beach State to hurry. Now this would be one for the ages. 10 to shoot for the Beach. Booker down the right side of the lane is fouled on the floor. That's against Mark Crow, and Deshaun Booker will shoot the 1-and-1 when we return. Taking on UC Davis up at the Pavilion in Northern California. Deshaun Booker, the foul line out of the timeout, shooting the 1-and-1, earns himself a second free throw. Well, hopefully the Mustangs will have better luck up in Northern California, but it won't be easier against the defending conference tournament champion UC Davis Aggies. Last we checked, Northridge had a halftime lead, but I believe UC Davis has erased what was a deficit at one point. Booker 2 of 2 at the foul line, lead back up to 19. Martin on the right elbow, Picked up by K.J. Byers, moves to the right block, goes up with the right hand, and he's fouled on the way up.
I'll tell you what, these whistles would have been more helpful in the first half. Cal Poly was still able to stay there within single digits, because right now Cal Poly is able to get into the lane and get those fouls called, where it seemed like in the first half, in the first 10 minutes of this half, they were drawing those contacts, but they weren't drawing the fouls.
Martin, a 57% foul shooter on the year. Knocks down the first of two at the stripe as Mark Crow and Luke Meikle re-enter with 3:41 left, replacing Trevor John and Hank Hollingsworth. And I'm sure Mustang fans are tired of hearing about silver linings, would rather hear about W's, but during this 5-game losing streak, we've had to use the two words, silver linings, a lot. And then I guess some that you take away from tonight's contest, I think, again, would be the play of Isaiah James, the true freshman who's really stepped up and become a big part of Joe Calero's rotation here in Big West play.
Yeah, you can really see him grow from when we first saw him don a Mustangs uniform earlier this season. He has really got more confidence, both offensively and defensively.
77-60, 3:20 left. Deshaun Booker, a head-high pass to K.J. Byers, nearly lost his dribble, under 10 to shoot. Booker has it up top, comes around a high screen set by Riggins. Booker down the right side of the lane to the rim, a reverse circuit shot layup. Have yourself a night, Deshaun Booker. 79-60, Fields back the other way, swatted at the rim by Mason Riggins.
Yeah, Fields trying to answer back with some creative artistry of his own, but was not able to get the ball in the hoop.
The Candles are on the cake for Long Beach State. They lead by 19, 2:50 left. This one cooked, glazed, and just about ready to be sliced for the 49ers, who will move to 5-2 in the Big West and 11-12 overall. And they certainly have a squad. How about the behind-the-back pass? Byers misses the left wing three. Would have been the assist of the night after the bucket of the night, courtesy of Deshaun Booker. Meikle wide open. The left wing three is good.
Yeah, I think another silver lining here.
Yeah, Meikle has shot the ball well from distance.
Yeah,
I agree. Need that on Saturday, because we'll see another great forward, perhaps the best in the conference, and UC Davis's Chima Monecki. As Long Beach State turns the basketball.
Out-rebounded every game.
By a lot.
Yeah, by a lot. At least 10 the last couple of games, and tonight is verging on 20. So Cal Poly, if they have to change a scheme, if they have to change their lineup again, it's going to be something, because getting out-rebounded by 17 is not going to cut it. 16
offensive rebounds for Long Beach State to 4 for Cal Poly. Overall, 43-26, the rebounding advantage. Field step back three, good. 79-66, 13-point lead for Long Beach State over Cal Poly, 79-66. And Beach basketball out of the Joe Calero timeout. Still 2 in his back pocket. Gabe Levin will trigger in. Remember last year we saw a 14-point deficit erased in 2 minutes between Nevada and New Mexico, but the Mustangs will need takeaways, and they don't, as the Beach crosses the midcourt stripe. And now you have to think about fouling, and they do. 9th team foul against Cal Poly. Isaiah James fouls Deshaun Booker, who will head to the stripe and shoot the 1-1. It is a final up in Northern California. UC Davis holds on to beat CSUN 63-56. So the Aggies pick up a victory, their 5th of conference play. They're 5-1 in the Big West. Fullerton leads Santa Barbara with 12.5 minutes left to play down at Titan Gym, 46-39. And, of course, last night, Irvine all over UC Riverside in Orange County, 79-40. Booker shooting 1-1, 1:47 left, earns himself a second free throw. Now, the front court, no doubt they've been the superstars, if you will, for Long Beach State in this one. But Deshaun Booker with a quiet 16-point, 6-rebound, 5-assist night.
Really doing it all. And perfect 5 for 5 from the line so far.
Booker knocks down both at the stripe, 6 of 6 at the foul line for the Sin City native. 81-66, 1:45 left to play. And the questions still surround Cal Poly. 6 games into conference play. Meikle spins around. Levin John is fouled, and a late whistle at that comes against Long Beach State. Not too many times you'll see Trevor John attempt a shot inside the arc, but he'll shoot 2 at the stripe. One of the better foul shooters on this Cal Poly team. with 94 seconds left to play here in regulation.
Yeah, he just cut down the lane, and he almost was surprised to see himself
Like,
so
what
open.
is this? I'm so close.
Yeah. The basket looks so strange from in here.
John comes from a basketball family as he knocks down the first of two at the stripe. We had him on the Cal Portland Coaches Show at Charlie's Place this past Tuesday a couple of nights ago, and he talked about his journey to the Division I level. His father, a former head coach at Oregon State and assistant at Arizona, Butler, Cal, just to name a few. Now the assistant athletic director up in Berkeley at Cal. And he's also part of the Cal men's basketball radio broadcast. He serves as the color commentator as he goes 2 for 2 at the stripe and a foul. Isaiah James fouls Gabe Levin, and James picks up his second foul. Both teams in the double bonus now, and Levin will head down to the other end and shoot two with 90 seconds left. Levin has been good at the foul line tonight, going 7 for 9 from the stripe. Entered the evening at 78% on the year. Levin had an interesting journey to Long Beach State, played his freshman season at LMU in Los Angeles, then wound up enrolling at Marquette, was planning on sitting out what would have been his true sophomore season in the Big East Conference, decided a little too cold out here in Wisconsin, and came back to the West Coast, sat out the second half of what would have been his true sophomore season, and he has found himself a home at Long Beach State, closing in on the 1,000-point mark as a 49er as he goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. Temedial Yusuf exits in favor of Quentin Shropshire.
Tourney time. It always gets wild, no matter where in the country you are, but Big West especially has really turned up the intensity dial in the past few seasons.
I said it before, I'll say it again. If you're going to play bad basketball in the Big West, have it be now, not March,
Yes.
because the team that heats up towards the start of the conference tournament usually winds up winning it.
And really, that's exactly what happened when Cal Poly went.
Martin bounces right to Edon Majuni. No sense in fouling now. Fields trailing Majuni. 1:13 left, 1:12 left, and now a foul against Donovan Fields.
That's number 5.
And Fields is fouled out. 17 points. Another strong performance from Donovan Fields, but another struggle for Victor Joseph. This evening is mate in the backcourt as Fields exits. Alex Abrams will replace him. Josh Martin also exiting the game, and Isaiah James will come back in. Victor Joseph just 2 of 6 tonight, 8 points, 3 of them at the charity stripe, and it'll be back-to-back games, barring a bucket here from Joseph in the final 72 seconds, where he has not scored in double figures. And prior to Saturday's game at CSUN, he had gone just one game this season without scoring in double figures.
Yeah, it would be really quite a shock to see Vic go 2 straight games without 10 points.
Now, he's a senior. He is a scorer. He can certainly fill it up with the best of them in the conference, but it has been a struggle for Mr. Joseph in each of the last 2 games. You hope this Northern California road trip is where the turning point begins. If not, 2 more home games next week, very winnable ones against UC Riverside. It'll be a Wednesday contest inside the Mott Athletic Center, and then the Saturday against the University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors as Majuni is at the foul line, knocks down the first of 2. He's been impressive as well tonight in double figures. True freshman from Finland.
Yeah, part of the U20 team for Finland, impressing here in the States as well.
The international basketball prospects has become something somewhat common in the Big West. Cal Poly with a couple of Europeans, Kubanijo, the native of Poland, Carlis Garoza, who didn't play tonight and certainly may have hurt the Mustangs, especially down in the paint, hails from Latvia. 50 seconds left as James misses a 3. Long Beach State will move to 5-2 in the Big West, 11-12 overall. Cal Poly's going to drop to 1-5 in conference play. 5 consecutive losses as Edon Majuni adds to his total. James arcing pass to the front court. Boy, the Beach continues to play hard as KJ Byers steals the basketball.
KJ was coming over to say hi. Almost ran right over us to the scorer's table. Yeah, and Cal Poly, like you said, if they can get something going against UC Davis, that might be the spark that alights the rest of this Big West season. Because like you said, 2 pretty winnable games at home next week.
You just want to see them play inspired, something they didn't do a whole lot of here in the second half. Roberts flips up the shot and the game will end on maybe an offensive rebound. Mark Crow grabs it last minute. Nijo a three at the horn. It's good, and that's all she